Well, 2 weeks to slow the spread has turned into a year-long lockdown, and to celebrate, old Joe gave a primetime address to the nation last night, where he proudly walked up to the podium wearing his favorite mask. And an ordinary politician would have just put the mask on right before they got out to the doors for the cameras to put on a show, but old Joe is a true believer. He loves his mask. He wears his mask 24 hours a day, even while he sleeps. And if we keep wearing our masks and stay locked inside our homes and keep businesses, schools, churches, and gyms and everything else closed, then old Joe says that we might be able to have a barbecue this 4th of July.
If we do all this, if we do our part, if we do this together, by July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout and a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day. That doesn't mean large events with lots of people together, but it does mean small groups will be able to get together.
But not in large groups, and only if you took the vaccine. Otherwise, you have to stay locked in your bedroom. So 2 weeks to slow the spread has turned into at least 16 months now. Of course, liberals hate the 4th of July, so we know that they won't be getting together. Instead, they'll just be tweeting about the Founding Fathers and racism and slavery and Black Lives Matter. In his speech, he said that everybody who wants one will be able to get a vaccine by May, and he's being hailed a hero by the liberal media. But he didn't mention Operation Warp Speed, which was developed, of course, under the Trump administration, is the reason that that's going to be possible. The only thing that old Joe did to supposedly help put an end to the pandemic that wasn't already in motion by the Trump administration was to come up with the genius idea of recommending everybody wear not one mask, but two. But the question on every Democrat's mind is, what about the black people?
President directing all states and territories to make the vaccine available to all adults by May 1st, and pledging communities of color won't be overlooked.
Oh, thank God. For some reason, I thought the hospitals and the pharmacies were only going to be administering them to white people. Another victory for diversity. You know, when I hear the words the president, I still think of Donald Trump, because old Joe is not really a president. He's an embarrassment. So the lockdown's been going on for a full year now to bankrupt small businesses, force the rollout of universal basic income, hyperinflate the dollar into oblivion, dumb down the younger generations by preventing them from going to school, and stunt their emotional growth by preventing them from actually meeting with their friends. The hardest hit, however, were TV journalists who had to learn how to spew nonsense from their homes instead of sitting around a fancy desk in a CNN studio. So Brian Stelter decided to bring CNN viewers behind the scenes to show how these important people are coping with their new reality. And I warn you, what you're about to see cannot be unseen. I'm serious. You may want to turn this video off right now. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Social distancing has transformed the news, in some ways, forever.
It's kind of crazy.
From Dr. Sanjay Gupta to lawmakers to celebrities. Everyone is adjusted to at-home studios. From local to international news, reporters trade tips about the best ring lights, tripods, and mics. I invested in blackout shades and soundproofing, though it didn't really work. There's only so much you can control. Home live shots are a source of TV drama during a stressful time. Staircases and doors leave viewers wondering, will somebody walk in? Will a kid interrupt? Will there be a surprise guest appearance? Or maybe two. And how will the guest handle it? I quickly learned to lock the door before every hit. But you know, sometimes it is more fun not to.
David Cameron was talking about... Oh, I'm really sorry, that's my son.
Hey, reporter Deborah Haynes' son just wanted a snack.
Yes, you can have 2 biscuits.
Sky News cut away, but it's better to just embrace the chaos. Embarrassing moments are humanizing moments, and the media needs more of that. Being live at home, it's relatable and revealing, although sometimes a little too revealing.
They will scale up the program if it is successful, guys.
Very cool. We love it, Will.
Next time, he wore pants. But hey, I can relate. This was me live on CNN with just 2 minutes notice, talking with Wolf Blitzer about Trump's Twitter account being banned. Later that night, I changed rooms, switching up the backdrops. And that's when my phone blacked out.
And we lost Brian.
Brian.
Listen, Brian, what you and Don Lemon do in the privacy of your own home is your own business, but you don't need to be sharing the pictures with the rest of America. As you guys know, long before the lockdown, I was making videos in my kitchen on my laptop, but now everybody's doing it. And a year into this thing, they still don't know what the heck they're doing and look like complete amateurs. Half the guests on CNN are still wearing headphones or AirPods, those ugly white things sticking out of their ears. So here, let me help you guys. 15 years ago, I bought this earpiece, and you can order one from Amazon.com right now for $10. It's the same technology that the expensive satellite studios have been using for decades. And you could put one in your ear, and plug it into your computer, and then Skype in to the studio for your segment. I don't do a lot of interviews, but I did one back in October with my friend Gary Franchi and with Alex Jones when my book came out. And if you saw them, if you look closely, you can see that I am wearing this exact earpiece because, well, I'm not a moron.
Your sarcasm, I mean, the imitations, Brian Stelter, the meme you created out of him is priceless. And I mean, now you see everyone doing it. It's hilarious. I can't watch Brian Stelter without hearing your voice, I have to say.
There's no time for potato heads.
And then remember when Fredo was doing his show from his wife's basement after he got diagnosed with the coronavirus? And for weeks, his audio sounded like absolute crap because he was using the microphone that was built into the webcam. When any YouTuber with half a brain knows that you just go online and you order a nice external lavalier microphone or a USB cardioid microphone for about $25, and then the audio sounds pretty good.
We're working out the kinks, you guys. We can appreciate that the sound and video can be a little bit better, and we are taking steps to improve that. Also, shout out to YouTubers who've been doing this for a long time and making us pros look like real dopes this week. I tip my cap.
Thank you, Seth, and I'm glad that after months of having to work from home, the billion-dollar late-night networks that you and the rest of the clowns work for finally figured out this technology that us YouTubers have been using for 15 years. The Biden administration still hasn't figured out how to use YouTube. However, they did manage to turn the comments off because people are posting facts and opinions that hurt their feelings. But they still haven't figured out how to turn the ratings off. And I don't know if you've checked the White House YouTube channel lately, but the ratings aren't that great. It's been a tough year for all of us, and I don't mean to be a downer, but over the next 12 months, the Democrats are probably going to ruin what's left of America. So I'll continue to bring you some gallows humor, and we'll laugh at the liberal lunatics while we can, and also bring you some serious commentary and maybe some more interviews with some guests, and probably, guess what else? Some new t-shirts as well. So if you want to help spread the word about another pandemic, the liberal pandemic, then I'm sure that you'll enjoy my Liberalism Find a Cure t-shirt, long sleeve, or a hoodie. So head on over to my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.